We're here. We're live. And you, at least, are modeling in SDS2, where as opposed to thousands, if there are thousands of SDS2 users out there who are SOL, the licensing server is down in all too predictable circumstance for the designers of this licensing software, that the licensing server isn't responding in a timely manner. It looks just by, my internet sleuthing, it just looks like their server is running slow. They're having connectivity problems with their licensing server, and it's timing people out.
Oof.
Yeah.
We are in the midst of the great licensing shortage of 2022.
Yeah.
It is no longer all about baby formula.
Yeah. So right away we went in to all of our Unite 3D Cloud users' accounts, the ones who are here anyways, and offered to block the internet ports that would allow them. If you're watching and your license is down, go in, block port 443 in your Windows firewall or whatever else your kind of firewall you're using, and it may, I can't guarantee it because it has worked for about half of our users and hasn't for about half of our users, it may get you a contingency license. After about 2 minutes, you'll see, a pop-up that says use contingency license.
Which is working for me, which is why you'll notice I'm not really going to be looking at the camera, and I'm frantically working as fast as I can, just out of fear.
Yeah, so we have a stack of licenses on the same machine, and they are behaving differently. Okay, it is all one it's all one account. Well, actually,
it's a network license.
Yeah, we've got a couple of different accounts on there, but some pulled that contingency license right away and were not a problem. For several of our Unite 3D Cloud users, they were able to get in, and then a whole bunch are not. But the forums are hilarious, the support forums, because nobody from SDS2 is going in there and saying anything. So guys like me who understand that you are in a pile of poop at SDS2, and currently all of your support representatives are taking other calls, there is no great option, right? So you would think that right away they would pin a message in the forum and be like, hey, we're aware of the problem, here are some possible solutions, we're working on it, but nothing. Absolute silence from SDS2 in the forums, which is crazy. Like, I do not understand it. So we thought, in the meantime, while we're shooting around, we'd pop in and get a live going. So let's see. I can never find the link for our live stream while I'm in it. Let me see. That's a marker button. Do you have the link? Stream settings. Nope, that's not it either. Oh, yeah. That's Matt. Every 5 minutes, he's just gonna play the song or the money of SDS2 users' profitability dropping second by second as we continue to wait for this licensing problem to be fixed. And ouch. I mean, just ouch. It is. Yeah, I mean, literally, there are thousands of dollars being wasted every freaking minute that this is going away, and nothing, no feedback, nothing. So, I wonder. Do you think this is going to change what they do, how they handle stuff? Because we don't. A lot of people are going, "Hey, we should go back to HASPs." No, we should not.
No, we should not.
Right? Bluebeam, who I can't remember who owns Bluebeam.
Nemetschek.
Let me check. And who owns SDS?
Also Nemechek.
So is Bluebeam's licensing down?
Well, let me try opening it real quick. I actually happen to just be working on scrubbing at the moment as quickly as I can, so I don't have Bluebeam open. No, it seems to work just fine.
Yeah, Bluebeam seems to be working fine. It seems like they have a licensing system that works. Maybe the folks at SDS should speak to the folks at Bluebeam about some depth here. It's crazy. It is absolutely insane to me that software, and I mean, we pay thousands and thousands of dollars per year for support.
Oh yeah.
And we got nothing. And
it's hard to tell by my face, but I am trying desperately to contain a lot of rage right now.
Ironically, the people who have pirated SDS2 are probably working right now. I'm very curious. I'm very curious if pirated version. So, if anybody out there is
does pirate software work right now?
Pirating I don't know. Software, let me know. Okay. All right. So I just got a report from another one of our cloud users that they're on their crash. So I'm going to jump in and fix their machine for them so that they hopefully can pull contingency licenses as well. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yep. Dollars.
It's all happening.
Nothing but bad things.
So I'm sitting here trying to figure out why my keyboard shortcuts aren't working. I've been doing modeling in 2022, but I haven't actually had to do any scrubbing yet, and my shortcuts aren't set up. Yes. Get in and make those revisions real quick.
You need to talk while I'm typing. See, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
It's your turn. I'm frantically trying to help our users out here.
See, we're both frantically trying to work, and that's the difficulty.
Yep.
Well, licensing issue aside, I got to say I'm liking 2022 so far.
Yeah, actually, 2022 it's pretty solid software. I like the railing changes have been nice. We still have
I've got one big issue with the railings, and that is how the UI for it, the window for it, seems to have these insufferable scroll bars, and no matter how big you make it, they don't expand with. So you could full screen that thing on a 4K, and you still have to drag scroll bars because the little windows stay tiny.
So
but
in the
functionally,
chat, Drucker is saying that they are up and running now. I'm wondering if they did anything different or if SDS has just fixed their problem. So I don't have any left channel sound. I'm sorry. Let me fix that. Let's see.
You're running all stereo with mono input?
Yes, it does that from time to time. Filters. I gotta figure out how to fix that. I had that in a. Oh, I can't even remember how to do that.
Is this in OBS?
Yes, in OBS.
You got to go into your settings and then go under audio. Nope, I'm sorry. Down at the bottom, if you right click or you click on one of the little cogs next to one of the audio things, go to advanced audio properties.
Advanced audio properties, okay.
And then under that specific item, you should be able to set it to mono if it's set to stereo.
It, no.
I'm doing this from memory.
It's already set. There's a checkbox for mono, which I have not selected. Let me try. If I select
yeah,
mono,
you want it set to mono.
Aha, I do want it set to mono. Okay.
Yes.
Now you should get size in both. But Drucker L, I don't know who that is, but whoever the heck that is, they didn't do anything. They tried borrowing, and that what it appears to be now. Okay, so maybe they borrowed a license and that worked for them. I don't know. Blocking port 443 worked for me.
I think that's going to be the tip of the day, is blocking that port and getting onto a contingency license if you can.
Right. And yeah, David is okay. David's one of our employees, and he's one of our employees that, despite being on the exact same server, right, with the exact same connection properties, was not able to pull a license and then, use the contingency license, right. Despite the fact that several of our users were able to do that. So it's, I don't know. And that's the other thing too. If this weren't so opaque, right, if we knew what was going on in the background and how this all worked, then maybe we can find workarounds in a timely manner. But right now, it's all we know. And SDS2 is legit. Their support reps are just telling people turn off their internet, right? You can't, in a modern office, you cannot turn off your internet. that is a disaster, right? So, and what it is it's just port 443. That's the only one. You don't have to turn off all of your internet. 443 does secured connections, right? It's a very popular port, so a lot of stuff is not going to work once you block port 443. But it will get your SDS2 running, which is probably the most important thing in your office. Yeah, and a couple of people have said, "Oh, yeah, just turn off your internet." I'm like, that is not a very viable option for us.
Right, and also, what happens if you're using a cloud service? That's not an option. You can't just turn off the internet. How would you connect to it then? So, even SDS Cloud can't shut off that.
Right.
That can't be the answer. It just can't.
No, and there shouldn't be a question. That's really the issue here, right? Like, we paid for this software. Your license needs to default to permission, right, for a while. And for a while, I mean like a couple of days, right? Imagine the worst IT scenario that your licensing server could have, and then build a solution that could cover that scenario. That's it. That's how good it needs to be, because you can never have a situation where your licensed users are not able to use their software, but pirate users are able to use their software. That is a ridiculous set of circumstances. And this isn't the first outage they've had either, right? I would expect the first one to be the, oh God, we've got to work out a few bugs. But they had that, was it a couple months ago?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe it was a month ago. But they had their first, our licensing went down and bad things happened. We just got an update. They're just like, update the software. And we did. And I assumed that was creating more permission, right? Giving you a little bit more leeway if the license went down. And it appears that is not the case.
I would like to know what that update was actually for. What
right.
did it seek to accomplish?
Right. That was the other thing is, they've got release notes on the website, but they're just all the 2022 release notes. Okay, you asked us to download a new thing. What did the new thing do? Also, could you please label your freaking downloads as the current version? There is no difference. I have 3 copies of SDS2 in my downloads folder because I never empty out my downloads folder. You cannot tell one from the other. There's no .0123 dot whatever, right? It's just SDS2 2022. Okay, I need to know which one of those is the current, which version am I opening? And it's not in there. It drives me bonkers. Like, it's such a simple thing. All right, so I'm going to boost my gain here and see if that satisfies Mr. Dwayne there. Hello, Dwayne. I should have made you turn on your green screen stuff so we could see you playing video games.
I mean, if my license goes down, I'm playing War Thunder. That's what's happening.
I'm frankly amazed that today isn't a deadline day, right? Like, this stuff always seems to happen to us on, we've promised the job yesterday, and now it's today.
Oh, today is deadline day. I have 3 projects I'm trying to push out the door today.
All right, so it is deadline day.
Yeah.
Well, poop.
And I have no assistance. I am entirely flying solo on these because the guy that would be helping me scrub has no license.
Right.
So it's
and they need to get their checkbooks out. Legitimately, you cost us thousands of dollars, right? You've got to make that right somehow. There has to be a way. Yep. You cost us money. You cost all of your users money. We should not stand for that, right? If my cable goes out for a day, my cable company has to give me a discount on that month's service. We need to see a discount. We need to see a refund from this. This costs real money. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars are being pissed away right now, right? And
absolutely,
if we wanted to at least be in a cloud, we could say, okay, everybody just go away for an hour or two. Just come back in 2 hours and make it up at the end of your shift. But not everybody can do that, right? And
no.
Nor should they have to, right? Like again, deadline day.
Right. It's not something that our customers will tolerate from us as well. You know, one thing that has always been an issue is, well, the software just does it that way. That's never been an okay answer. And the software just isn't feeling up to working today. No.
Yep.
I mean, we catch crap for taking a vacation. You think that an unscheduled day off because of the software is going to cut us any slack? Not a bit.
Yeah, it's absolutely not going to do it. There's somebody in the forum asking for a step-by-step on blocking 443. I'm just going to refer him to try a YouTube search. I can't
say,
produce
can
something.
you throw up a share screen and just demonstrate it?
I could, but then they'd have to find that exact spot in the video anyways, and it's like,
that's true.
Yeah, try a YouTube search. Port Windows firewall. Well, and the other thing that this points out, the other problem, right, is if you are going to an internet-based licensing system, you need to provide 24/7 support. So if this happens, right, if licensing goes down, whatever time it is, I need to be able to get some type of answer about what is going on. Something. I cannot be sitting idle because there are a lot of times, Matt, you and I have gone through it. I'm sure many of the people out there in detailing land have gotten through it, where we've got a project that's due that we promised for tomorrow, and we are going to be working until 3 a.m. to get that project out. And that's not even to mention we have cloud users, right, all over the world. Right, like we're just talking right now about the East Coast, and people who have started their work at 8 or 7 Eastern, right? They're all a problem. But there are people who were supposed to be working. This is their prime time, and poof, they get nothing. And not only do they have nothing, but a lot of those users just don't have anybody to talk to that
Right.
to get any help at all. What are you supposed to do? It is absolutely
Something
insane.
has just happened with. Did you reinstall SDS or something like that?
I did this
while trying
morning.
to fix this. You did this morning, 2022.
Yes. Why? What's wrong?
The leveling plate component is now gone, and it just took all the leveling plates out of my project that I was just
Oh,
detailing.
you know why? Because it's a toolbox item.
Oh fuck!
Yep. All of your toolbox items
Where
are
is
gone.
it?
Yeah. Well, and the toolbox thing is a scam in the first place. That is a scam, right? Because these are software upgrades, which by having paid your license fees up to the time that those were released, you are entitled to, right? Putting them in a toolbox and calling them a perk for people who are currently up to date, that's just stealing. It's just stealing. I hate that, right? Yes, everything that you release between the time that I stopped paying support and now, yeah, you could put that in a toolbox. I don't get it. It's an update, whatever else. But if that component, whatever else, existed when my license was up to date, I'm entitled to it.
I'm gonna have to do more modeling now.
I would just wait on doing those leveling plates. I wouldn't do them manually.
Well, I'm doing the anchor bolt drawings.
Yeah, more
They're
money
wrecked.
going out the window. Poof.
Yeah. Well, I only used the component because it was there and it looked convenient, and I gave it a shot and it seemed to work. So hooray! But
Right.
I've always used the parametric, so
Yeah, go use the parametric.
just go back to that.
That's what I would do. I don't understand.
It's just I've just detailed all the views, so now I have to rerun them because they're wrong.
Wait,
Ugh.
did it actually delete the leveling plates?
Yeah, they're gone. The members are now gone.
Oh, that's different.
They're not
that-
hidden. They're just I had no more miscellaneous members in the job.
Is that an act? What? That can't be the toolbox. That's got to be some kind of bug. But
Well,
I mean,
whatever the reason, I'm not using that component anymore.
Yeah, go back to the parametric.
Yep.
Do we
Rerun
sound-
my views.
Do we sound bitter enough? I don't know. Like, and I mean, we're bitter, but man, if you go to the forum, it is. Oh, here you go. It is not good. It is. People are unhappy.
Oh yeah, I haven't.
We got 9 people waiting.
Refreshed in a while.
Yes, new versions aren't working either. It was down for 15 minutes. Our whole team is idle. We're down too. 7 people twiddling their thumbs. Like, ouch.
Somebody had 140
Yeah.
in Quebec.
140 users at, let's say, a billable rate of $90 an hour. Somebody's got to get their checkbook out. Get your pitchforks. Right? And it's tough, right? Because you don't want to bust on the employees of SDS2, right? But it's like when you're at the grocery store, and yeah, your cashier is doing a great job, but there are only 2 cashiers working, and there are 40 people in line, and you're furious, and there's only one person for you to vent your spleen to, and it's that poor cashier. And I don't do that, but right now, whoever at SDS2 has to listen to our crap is getting a freaking earful, and they should. They absolutely should. Yep. Dollar bills every minute. Every freaking minute. All right, I think we've got to wrap it up. Our spleen is vented. Again, if you are out there, if you are stuck with no license, jump into your Windows firewall. You can find it on YouTube how to block ports in Windows Firewall. Block port 443 of TCP, both incoming and outgoing. Hopefully that should get you a button that pops up that says use contingency license. That should help. We'll see you back here next time. Maybe if we still have money on the Steel Forum.